Hi all, I wanted to, obviously we will meet, but I wanted to introduce you to our, our sheep, all of our animals out here on the farm. You're in vet science, and so I think that this is really important because eventually when we come back to school, you will work with them. And so I think it's really important that we get to know them. Obviously we have the emus and the sheep, and we'll have show animals. Sometimes we have hogs. We do have a couple of goats coming. But for the most part, your class will work with the sheep and the emus. And so I wanted to introduce you. Can I flip the camera around? I don't think so. Okay, so that is Little Pepper. If you remember, Big Pepper, her mama, we had a little issue with her a couple of years ago. So when Little Pepper was born, she's not so little anymore, look how fat she is. So when Little Pepper was born, her mom didn't make it, so she's a bottle baby. This is Lily. She's an older bottle baby. They're a little sniffly. This fatty here, look at her. This is Belle, and then that is Lola right back there. They're all looking a little bit ugly right now because they had their babies earlier in the year, and then they don't actually get fed grain. They're on grass, but they don't actually get fed grain until right now. And so they've been on grain, which is why they're getting a little bit fat too. But anyway, so these are for ewes. You should remember what a ewe is from your animal and plant science days. So a ewe is a female ovine, scientific term for sheep, right? So it's female sheep. And then of course we have the emus under there. We have a whole bunch. I mean, they're everywhere, I swear. You'll have some babies hatch out in March or April for the emu chicks. And the baby sheep will be born anywhere from January to, well, I've had them in April too, but hopefully January to February this year. And so you'll get to work with them. Normally you would be feeding the sheep that are actually in the barn. And so let's walk down there. Come on, girls. So normally this time of year, you would be in groups. And one of the things that you would be doing is feeding they think that they need to be fed, so they're headbutting me, is feeding the baby sheep. I mean, they're not really babies anymore, but the lambs that were born in January, February, and March this last year, you would be feeding them, and then we would harvest them come October and November, after, we did the fair and all that stuff. Well, with COVID, obviously, we aren't going to be harvesting any animals, because one, we don't have room in the freezer for them because we didn't eat any meat this year for our banquet. That's where that banquet meat comes from, is from the sheep. And so that's part of why we're not going to be harvesting. So we'll do something in place of that unit instead of harvesting. That way you still get, you still know how it works and all that great stuff. But these are what were babies when you left in March. Can you see them? There they are. We had 7 originally. One had to go to the sale because there was something just not right about him, and he needed to be used for meat, so we sold him for meat. And then these are the rest. The far 2 are owned by a graduate student, and then these 4 here are owned by students who will be metaphorically taking them to the fair. We don't think that there will be a live show for the fair. We think it's going to be a virtual show, so basically they'll show them in a video. Anyway, hopefully we'll be back by that point. That would be really nice. But anyway, so that's everybody. I'm hard with names, but that's, I believe, Shaq in the background with Val. We have Nita, the little ewe lamb, in here. We have Kobe, and I don't remember the other two's names. I don't remember. But anyway, that's what we've got out here. And then, of course, we have all of our fatties, our ewe lambs. We will eventually, like I said, have some goats, possibly a hog or 2, come the time then you get back. Cross our fingers it's soon. Anyway, I just wanted to introduce you to everybody out here. And I look forward to working with these animals with you. Have a great day.